Hi friends, in the last video we talked about relative valuation basics, and now we are moving further with some of the discounting based valuation model, and first being dividend discount model, most popular, very known. It is taught from the basic level. Obviously we shall focus here, or say I'll restrict myself exclusively for exam purpose, because then I have to extend the video to several hours in that case. Okay, so financial theory says that value of a stock is worth all the future cash flows expected to be generated by the firm, discounted by an appropriate risk adjusted rate. Now these are the only things which nobody knows in this market. So first says that you have to estimate future cash flow, and if I talk about before we move further, so what is called valuation? Valuation is nothing but finding out present value of future expected, or say future income or future benefits. Simply future benefits, we can take that way. So in this model, what is that future benefit you tend to get if you invest in a share? That is the dividend. According to DDM, dividends are the cash flow that are returned to the shareholder. Okay, move to some of the models. First model, being zero growth model, says that whatever dividend has been declared by the company will be paid throughout the life. It is nothing but perpetuity equation. When company pays out 100% dividend, it is less likely that company would have growth, or say I can also say that way, when company is not likely to grow, it would pay 100% dividend, so all the earnings would be distributed. So it is simply the equation of perpetuity, says that dividend divided by required rate of return. So we got multiple ways to arrive at required rate of return. One of the most common is CAPM model. It is nothing but RF plus beta into RM minus RF. You can look at separate videos to find out how this equation has arrived at. Right, so it is dividend divided by discount rate gives me present value of perpetuity, that is nothing but intrinsic value of company's equity share. First model. Quickly move on to the second one, which is nothing but present value of growing perpetuity model, constant growth model. It is also known as Gordon's model. Assumptions made him very popular. So model for determining the intrinsic value of a stock based on a future series of dividends that grow at a constant rate. So in technical terms, it is nothing but present value of growing perpetuity. This model assumes constant growth. Now understand, if I am there on timeline, so I want future dividend, that is known as D1, divided by say KE minus G, so that will give me present value of perpetuity at time 0. And in this model, as I said, K is nothing but it is usually it can be calculated using CAPM in our examination if it is not given straight away, and another is growth rate, which would also be given to you in the examination. So understand, this is the example and with solution. So stock has a face value of 10, currently priced at 175. Company paid dividend of 125% in previous fiscal year, and absolute amount of dividend is expected to grow by an average of 5% year on year. It has a beta of 0.8, market rate of return 12%, risk free 5%. Find out extent of undervaluation and overvaluation. Okay, so first thing we need to find out is required rate of return. This is the CAPM. D0, I want on the timeline D1. The given dividend of previous fiscal, that means it is D0. So first thing I would do, I find out D1. See, it is this into 1.05. That will give me D1 taken here, divided by KE minus G. So this is the intrinsic value of a share, wherein currently the share is available at a price of 175. So it is clearly an example of undervaluation. So we are anyway eliminating this option. We have got 3 undervaluation options. Okay, now they are also asking the extent of undervaluation. So I would simply say this value is 100% value of a company. So 175% is which value? So I would be getting 75%. So right now share is available at just 75% of its value. So it is undervalued by 25%. It is usually there in exams. So make sure you understand this question thoroughly. Limitation of this model. First one, assumption of growth rate. That is the biggest challenge. And yes, this has been taken once again from Ashwath Damodaran, and he has simply said that if my assumption about growth rate goes wrong, the model can give me absurd result. And this is the example he has considered, wherein D1, which he has given to us, is 2.5. Required rate of return, this is KE, and this is growth rate he has suggested. Now, based on which he has drawn something very interesting. So right now, if the growth rate is 5%, right, so price is somewhere here. If it becomes 10%, I can see price has doubled, but that is not common every time. With growth rate getting closer, right, so our denominator is KE minus G. So when growth rate gets closer to KE, it can give us some absurd result. You can see just a 1% change in growth rate can increase the price in dramatic manner, and if it is equal to KE, then it leads to infinity. So this is very critical assumption under Gordon's growth model. However, there are many more assumptions, but yes, I wanted you to understand this assumption thoroughly. I hope you have understood the first model on discounting basis thoroughly. We have many more models to come up, so keep watching further videos. Thank you.